Hello everyone, welcome to what is sure to be an incredibly boring video, but one I am making nonetheless. This is Goodyear Cup Series qualifying from Phoenix International Raceway. We've got a new qualifying format this season that mimics the real NASCAR group qualifying, and it's lifted from the board game Race Formula 90. This is a game that can be played solitaire and has rules in place for artificial intelligence cars, if you will. And there are also rules in place for how those artificial intelligence cars qualify through the use of these three qualifying tokens: purple for slow cars, yellow for medium, and black for fast. So what we'll do is take the 30-car field and split it up into three groups of 10, a slow group, a medium group, and a fast group, and we'll determine that through stats from driveraverages.com. So here's a look at your Fast 10. No surprise, Kevin Harvick at the top of that list. He has been absolutely incredible at Phoenix in the past few years. Here is your medium group, Carl Edwards at the top there, and Jimmy Johnson, a bit of a surprise, right in the middle. And finally, here is your slow group. You'll see the 94 car at the top there. That is going to be the only one that will not be based on statistics and will be based on my own personal bias. I will try to be honest, and I'm just basing it on how I am at certain types of tracks. I am very fast at intermediates, not so much on short tracks, so I am in the slow group there. So here we go, this is round 1 of 3. Just like in the real NASCAR, this is a short track, so we will do a 3-round qualifying session for this track, and on larger tracks, it will be 2 rounds. The great thing about the way this board game does its artificial intelligence qualifying is that there are some fast qualifying times in the slow car category, and likewise there are some slow times that the fast cars could get. So we could still see some surprises, and it still keeps it random while keeping it realistic, where most of the fast cars will qualify fast. Now, I'm showing you this part just to be transparent so you don't accuse me of being biased or cheating or switching around the fast qualifying times to the drivers I like. For the sake of everyone's sanity, it isn't fast forward so that this video doesn't have to be any more boring than it already is. But like I said, I just wanted to be transparent, prove that there's no foul play going on. Maybe if I get enough comments that say "we believe you," I can cut this part and I'll just show you guys the results of each round in the future. But for now, we're going to continue qualifying with the first round here. Looks like Jeff Gordon is the fastest in round 1. There we are. And round 1 is over. The top 20 drivers will advance. And while my hands sort through the cars in fast forward, I'll do a little more explaining. On each token, there is a number that is their qualifying time, and then another number that is basically a tiebreaker. The first number, the highest numbers, are faster, and the second number in red, you want it to be lower to be faster. Those actually come into play later in the board game itself, but those are irrelevant for our purposes. So the cutoff for this round is the top 20, and it looks like Ryan Blaney is going to be the first car cut off in the 21st position. AJ Allmendinger, 20th fastest in round 1, will move on to round 2. So in just a second, the camera is going to come off of its tripod, and we'll do a close-up on the actual qualifying times. There you can see the group cutoff. Let's take a look. So Trevor Bayne will start in 30th, Matt DiBenedetto will start in 29th, and Clint Boyer will start in 28th. Then Danica Patrick in 27th, Carl Edwards in 26th, and Greg Biffle in 25th. Then Matt Kenseth in 24th, Casey Kane in 23rd, Paul Menard in 22nd, and just missing the cutoff in 21st, it's the 21 of Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney had one of those fast black tokens, so now you can see how some of the randomization is showing up, but for the most part, the fast cars have moved on to round 2. You can see on the yellow and purple ones, we're actually going by that top number. It's difficult to see, but it says ADV for advanced mode. That is because the black fast tokens don't show up until advanced mode, so it's a little more even for everybody. So you can see it's a +6 for Chase Elliott, and that red number you want to be lower. So there is round 1. We've got 4 slow cars that made it to round 2, 7 medium cars that made it to round 2, and 9 out of the 10 fast cars made it to round 2. If you are a massive dork like I am and want to know more about the qualifying process of this game, I don't know why you would, but if you are curious, you can check out Race Formula 90 on the website boardgamegeek.com. That's if you're into board games, and you can find out all the information you ever wanted to know about this game. Or you can go out and buy the game yourself. It's got a pretty fun solitaire mode. So you can see here, Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, and Ryan Newman are the fast group. They're joined by Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, and Jeff Gordon once again fastest in round 2. And now you see why I'm doing this all in one shot and videotaping it. It's already been established I am a Jeff Gordon fan, so that was not on purpose. I am not cheating. So all the times are in, and the top 12 will move on. You can see right there, Chase Elliott just misses out, and Brad Keselowski will move on to the final round. Hopefully the camera autofocuses enough to where you can tell that everything's in the right order. Anyway, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will start 20th, Sean Gossett 19th, and AJ Allmendinger 18th. In 17th will be Martin Truex Jr., 16th Kevin Harvick, and 15th Kurt Busch. Then Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 14th, and in 13th will be Chase Elliott. And there is your top 12 that will move on to the final round of qualifying to determine who will start on the pole. You'll notice Tony Stewart and Austin Dillon both had the purple slow car markers, and they made it into the final round. So I think this system's working pretty good. Here is round 3. This will decide who starts first for round 2 in Phoenix. Looks like we've got all the tokens distributed, so we'll go back to front. And Austin Dillon and Brad Keselowski are the 2 fastest so far. Kyle Larson lines up next to them. We'll have to check the smaller scores to see who gets pole. And all the scores are in. It'll be between Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Larson. And Kyle Larson takes his first career pole in the Goodyear Cup Series. We'll look at how the scores shook out here. In row 6, it's Hendrick Motorsports teammates Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. In row 5, it's Ryan Newman and Kyle Busch. In row 4, Jamie McMurray and Tony Stewart. In row 3, Denny Hamlin and Eric Almirola. In row 2, it's the Penske teammates, Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski. And in the front row, it's the 3 of Austin Dillon and your pole sitter, Kyle Larson. So that'll do it for Goodyear Cup Series qualifying from Phoenix. Hopefully that wasn't the most boring video you've ever seen in your entire life. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far, and we will see you at the race in Phoenix.